MLB The Show's coverage of Thursday night baseball brings us to Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the American League's Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Mike and Manny slug it out next. In now is John Jay. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off for Houston. Right fielder, John Jay.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight. They come in winners of 3 in a row and riding a nice little run to start the new series.
Well, Matt, that 500 is like the magic number. Now, they won their last game. Now they're 1 under 500. If you get to 500, you feel like, okay, now we can start to build something special. But you got to get to that 500 mark. That's why this game is so important. They win today, they're at 500.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
In the second spot tonight.
So stepping in, Jed Lowry. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Now the pitch. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Here it comes. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calhoun is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Here's Manny Machado now. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. And here's the leadoff man, Melky Cabrera, to get us rolling in the home half of the first.
For the Halo. Left fielder, Melky Cabrera.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And Harold, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Melky Cabrera sent packing to start out the bottom of the first. Mike Trout is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Freeman is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. At the plate, Cole Calhoun. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The pitch. Look out. 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. On his way to second is Calhoun. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Here's Albert now, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year.
Ho-ho!
Here comes the first pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And that ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Bryant carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one.
Bryant.
Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. At the plate, Jose Bautista, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Shoots this one over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The relay, and he's safe. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Batting 6th, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. Hit down the line at first. This is foul for the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Well, that looked like a hittable pitch, Matt, in a hittable location to a good hitter. You just don't see him miss many pitches like that.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Yulieski Gurriel is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats, strike 1. Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. Here's C.J. Cron now. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s.
Hitter, C.J. Cron.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Pitch on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Stepping into the box, Luis Valbuena. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And the pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Stepping into the box, Yunel Escobar. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air out to left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a flare out to left center. Here comes Cabrera, but he won't get there. It falls in. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 30.
Ready for another chance? John Jay. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses inside, 1-0. And this one gets away. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall. A base hit. He'll get it into second. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. First delivery to him on the way. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Into the box now, Manny Machado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He has full intentions of jamming this guy. Back-to-back cutters right in on the hands. He does not want him to get extended.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Escobar has it. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Carlos Perez.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Popped high in the air. Morton is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Now a flare out toward right center. Lowry onto the grass. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in is the left fielder Melky Cabrera. First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the 2-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
Ball 1 from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Hit on the ground, but foul. Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. And the inning stays alive. It'll bring Mike Trout to the plate next. Striding in once again, Mike Trout 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Jay shading to his right, and that retires the side. Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jose Bautista 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he lays off there 1-0. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. One and one, here it is. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Ramos comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Lined hard toward right center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yulieski Gurriel. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The 0-2 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Escobar's got to be quick. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Digging in once again, John Jay. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Now at the plate, Cole Calhoun. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
And he takes ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for them.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. Now to the plate, Albert Pujols. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's thrown first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, C.J. Cron. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Grounded to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Jed Lowry.
Leading off for
He
the
started
Astros.
out the evening 0 for 2
Second
so
baseman.
far.
Jed Lowry.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Too high. 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here it comes.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Manny Machado now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Simmons is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just 1 pitch.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Chris Bryant. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. To short, hit hard. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that'll extend the inning and give Jose Bautista a chance as well.
Now batting.
Into the box,
Designated
Jose
hitter.
Bautista. He
Jose
reached on a walk in his
Bautista.
last time up and later came around to score. That's popped up out towards short right field. Valbuena is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Comes into
And
this
leading
at-bat
off
0
with a
for
halo.
1 in the ball game.
Second baseman.
Now some action out in the Houston
Luis
bullpen as it appears both
Valbuena.
a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Knuckle curve there off the outside corner, 2-0. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Here's a high pop-up. Freeman is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate,
Third
Yunel
baseman.
Escobar. He's
Yunel
0 for 1 thus far.
Escobar.
First pitch on its way. Grounded to short. Taken in by Machado. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for
And
the
that'll
Angels.
bring up Carlos Perez. 0 for 1
Carlos
for him here in this one.
Perez.
First pitch of the at-bat. A called strike over the outside corner. Pitch on the way. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
In now is Andrelton
The batter,
Simmons.
number 2,
Flied out in his first
shortstop,
at-bat, so make him 0 for
Andrelton
1 so far.
Simmons.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Freeman is there for it, and the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. No
Leading
hits
off for the
and 2
Astros.
trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Wilson Ramos.
Into the windup and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that is through into right field for a single. Digging in and looking for more, Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
The 1-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Cabrera, and he puts it away for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another chance? Yulieski Gurriel. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Digging in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Don't speed up his bat here, Matt. 2 fastballs, he blew right by him. I would have to come right back with another fastball. Let's see what he does.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
John
digging in to try it again. John Jay. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. First pitch on its way. This is fouled back and out of play into the VIP seats behind home plate. Now the 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Popped up. Escobar has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jed Lowry. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Taken there by Escobar. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. Here's Melky Cabrera. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Left fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Throw.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
Now he finds himself down 2-0. It looks like he's just distracted. This is the advantage of having a guy on first base who can run.
Bouncer down the line. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On the move is Trout from first. Pitch inside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. This is in the air to right. Jay is there. 2 down. Here's Albert now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Number 5, Albert Pujols.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And he is in there. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Ready once again, Manny Machado. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Manny Machado.
Austin Adams is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51, Austin Adams.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. So back-to-back sliders for strikes.
Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Up next for the
Riding in once again, Jose Bautista. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Hard hit ball to short, taken in by Simmons. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Last time through was a base hit. committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch. That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Ready for another shot now, C.J. Cron. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
C.J. Cron.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Jay. 1 away.
Up next
Here's Luis Valbuena now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Valbuena.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, and he'll try to work the inner half with the split finger, but that one nearly got him. Way out in front.
Well, as advertised, Matt, that splitter has been spot on. I mean, that is the game separator right there. He's able to use that split, looks like a fastball, and he's using it effectively.
And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Yunel Escobar waits on deck. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit. Into the box now, Yunel Escobar. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Whitley takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Number 63.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. In the dirt, and now let's see. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And Escobar swings and misses on a good pitch there, and he's retired for out number 2.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And the catch made here by Lowry, and that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Freddie Freeman. He'll have the first crack at it.
The first baseman, number 12, Freddie
Perez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
The Angels, number 21.
Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
When he is on, that slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why he's so tough to those lefties.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
There to look it in is Simmons, one away. Into the box, Yulieski Gurriel. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. And the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little tapper. A barehanded pickup. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit.
Now batting.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. In now is John Jay. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering on its way. Hit hard to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. And the run is in to score from third. So striding in, Jed Lowry. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First offering on its way. In the air to right center. Calhoun has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Manny Machado now. 0-for-4 with a strikeout thus far. Yusmeiro Petit trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Yusmeiro Petit.
And that misses for ball 1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Kiermaier rounds third and is digging for the plate. And to score, the runner from second. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's an 8-1 ball game. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Trout going back on it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
The shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Simmons.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Here's Melky Cabrera. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Melky Cabrera.
Here comes the first pitch. Off is Simmons. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside, like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
And, strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ball 1.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Freeman has room in foul territory. Don't know what happened there, but he missed it. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. On the ground to the right side. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. In now, Jose Bautista. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Jose Bautista.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the
Striding into the box, Wilson Ramos. He comes into this
Ramos.
appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Albert Pujols. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Albert Pujols
lays off 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money with.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. That one's in there. 3-1. The 3-1 now to Albert. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A weak chopper up the line. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Here's C.J. Cron now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Machado has it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out.
Now batting.
Striding in, Luis Valbuena. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Lowry's got it on to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.